The SK Modifieds, our headline division here every Friday night, and another great field of a great season a year ago, and we hope that momentum continues over into 2023.
Any given week, 15 to 20 SK Modifieds have a chance to see Napa Victory Lane. It's so hard to win one SK Modified title. Winning 2 in a row is very impressive. 3 in a row, unheard of. But Todd Owen, as much as he loves winning the title, this year he wants more trips to Victory Lane to add the cherry on top on the possibility of a third title.
This is Modified Country, and these are the SK Modifieds. Dramatic 3-wide style. There's nothing like it as the fans come out to salute. This, the SK Modifieds from Jackaroot's Dream, the Stafford Motor Speedway. Spotters with their hands on the buttons, green, 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 and we are racing SK style from the half mile here in Stafford.
Side by side into the corner, and it is Blewett out front. He'll lead him up the back straightaway, tucking in the line just in front of Di Matteo, or does he? Here's Di Matteo to the bottom. Finds pressure to the outside from Christopher. Anthony Bello, tough break. Black flag, has to go to pit road while running among the top 10. In fact, he was 6th. Marcello Refrano, car number 88. Goes to the pit lane.
He has had terrible luck as all of a sudden Michael Christopher's car comes to almost a screeching halt off turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
Corner out of shape and now slow on the back straightaway. Car 31, while running 4th, is on the pit lane.
Well, he said it was going to be a good choice if he could come here to Stafford and run every Friday night. Jimmy Blewett, Showtime, is showing his stuff. He's flexing his big muscles and tattoos as he come off turn number 4. Jimmy Blewett is into the winner's circle here at Stafford, and the fans love it.
This place is special, you know. For me to get the opportunity with Tick Mike and his mom Ginny and his son Tyler and the crew JJ, these guys give me the opportunity to drive this thing this year. Something special for me, you know. This place was part of my stepping stone of my career. Yeah, baby!
Double greens are in the air, and Leary to the outside of Michael Christopher. Christopher guards the spot. Little power assist. Talman right there, car number 3. Blue car with a white hood. Oh, trouble now.
Talman goes around behind him in turn 2 while running 4th.
And we believe
Keith Rocco in car 22 spins to the infield.
He had no place to go, tried to avoid all of that.
Christopher maintaining the top spot for now. Here comes Owen, bottom shot, turn 3. Todd Owen looking to go to the front of the field here to complete lap 12.
As they come back to the stripe, Owen is showing why he is a champion here at Stafford. He got the black flag, and he's already back into the 8th position. Marcello Refrano isn't done. Back up front, lead change. Michael Jervis puts the Jervis roofing machine to the lead. Car number 33. Great job for him. He was among the quickest cars in practice.
Blewett had a look to the inside of Michael Jarvis for the race lead, who is looking for his first win in this division since 2015.
Michael Jarvis. Meanwhile, Blewett reels him in. Off turn number 4. Michael Jarvis has done it. He'll take down the victory.
Yeah, it was definitely nice to get rid of the drought and don't have to talk about it anymore. Hopefully we can not have that go another couple years. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of people came out of the woodwork and was congratulating me, or the people I didn't know who really liked me in general, you know, that were congratulating me.
Well, the green flag is out and they rumble, and you can feel the earth shake beneath your feet. Coming off the turn, it is Dylan right there at the front of the field.
And here comes Refrano to the inside of Kopech, makes it look easy. Marcello Refrano takes the lead. He had to back off coming off of turn 2, and Dylan Kopech took a peek to the inside, but Kopech now has pressure on the outside from Keith Rocco. Kopchik tries it once again, pulls to the inside of Refrano for the lead in turn 1. He's got the advantage now. He slides up the track. Stephen Kopchik to the front.
It is Kopchik who becomes the next leader of the event. But here comes Stephen Kopchik back in winning form here at Stafford.
It feels great. We've had a winning car the last 2 races, and just we didn't really change much of anything. We knew we were good, just couldn't catch brakes, and there's a lot of good drivers in the field. It's tough.
24 cars, 40 laps. Here come the SK Modifieds off of turn number 4. Green flag is out, and it is Steven Chapman to lead the field into turn number 1 with Anthony Flannery to his outside.
Something happened with Flannery up front there because all of a sudden that car started to slow.
Then it's Jarvis and Christopher in row 2 as they go to the backstretch.
While that has been happening, Marcello Rufano winds it up tight. The outside lane, Talman guards the spot on the bottom. They come off turn number 4. They are evenly matched. To the stripe they come. Timing and scoring shows Marcello Rufano by a chrome horn. They jingle and they jangle.
Keith Rocco in the 22. And then back to this mad
Oh!
scramble.
Car darts out of line and hits at a ton.
Mike Christopher Jr. in the 82. Bid for the lead continues to be hot and heavy between Blewett all over the back bumper of race leader Marcello Rufano, who slips up off turn 4. That opens the door wide open for car number 85.
As the clock is ticking, all of a sudden, here comes Steven Kopsick. Kopsick is now up to 7. Noah Corner is in 8. Todd Owen is 9. Jervis is 10th, and just out of the top 10 is Teddy Hodgson.
As they are side by side, second time by for the race lead to turn number 2. Blewett to the bottom. Outside lane Rufano. Rocco, best seat in the house, right there in 3rd. Here comes Di Matteo all over the back bumper of Rocco. And it's Blewett who is able to clear, we think, off turn 4, Rufano for the top spot. After leading most of the first half of this race, here's Rufano to the inside in turn 3. May have been a bit of contact. Blewett slides up the speedway. Here's Marcello Rufano back to the front of the field.
Marcello shows that he is a kid with a lot of courage, and he will make the move. Back over, crossover. Blewett tried to make it work and stick to the bottom again. It didn't work.
1 lap to go. Marcello Rufano looking for his first win of the season.
No question about it. The pride of Italy heads down the back straightaway. Pedal to the metal. 2 turns left. Blewett is going to try everything. Rufano guards the inside lane. Solid tap to the back bumper. Off the turn. Marcello Rufano has done it. He'll take down the win.
Man, I don't know. Jimmy was spot on tonight. Let me tell you something. Racing against the 2 of the best in Northeast there, Keith Rocco and Jimmy Blewett, man. He didn't make it easy. Those last 20 laps were a hell of a run, man.
And then at John Sandberg, starting track from South Windsor in the CNC roofing car. Green is out.
Trouble already. One car goes spinning to the infield. That's Kopchik. And they stack up in the outside lane before they even get to the start-finish line.
Keith Rocco, car number 22, is wedged just about 150 feet before the start-finish line.
Jimmy Blewett also involved in the incident on pit road with damage, along with Tyler Hines. Noah Corner rounding out the front 5 in car 31. Battle for the lead up front in turn 3.
Here he goes. It's Mikey Flynn to move down underneath David Aru. Who's going to be the next guy to make the bottom shot work? Flynn, the leader, is guarding his spot, and here comes Kopsick. Bonsai move to the inside. Steven Kopsick and David Aru. Kopsick tries to take over second. Will it be going, gone? No, it's still even for second. Here comes Owen. 4 cars like the point of the arrow. And Kopsick is the power and the mover and shaker guy in the second spot.
And Kopsick's so strong right now, made it look easy a lap ago on David Aru. Here he comes now with a full head of steam off of turn 2 and up the back straightaway on Mikey Flynn for the race lead, right to the bottom of the racetrack for Steven Kopsick and to the front of the field to lead lap number 16.
He is going to be the repeat winner. Down into turn number 3 and off the turn. Steven Kopsick back in winning style here at Stafford.
It's week 6 of the 2023 season, and it's headlined by the SK Modified Senators Cup.
Green flag is up underway, 50 lap Senators Cup for 2023, and it's going to be Mike Christopher Jr. to turn 2 to take the top spot away to Rocco in 3rd, looking to challenge as well. Back straightaway, 1 car hard into the outside wall and goes aflame for Rufano. Marcello Rufano, a hard shot to the outside wall and a bit of a flash fire will put us under the red flag.
And we've just been informed that Christopher has some damage to the rear spoiler on car number 82.
And it's going to cost him the lead. New leader off of turn 4. Jimmy Blewett goes to the front of the field. He was involved in that incident coming to green with Keith Rocco. And now contact in turn 3. Here's Christopher to the inside of Jimmy Blewett for the top spot. Coming to 5 laps to go. The 82 is back out front.
All of a sudden, Christopher now finds Blewett within striking distance. 49. Moves in. Lets him know he's there. Off the turn, double checkers are out. Michael Christopher will take down the win.
The back panels are all beat up, so when I was behind him, I felt like my car was better. Had a good run off of 2. He ran a little hink, and you run the hink, you pay the price.
Double greens are in the air. The fastest division of the night lights up the racetrack as it heads into turn number 1. Side by side, racing at its absolute best as they head down the back straightaway. Yes, he has taken over the 3rd spot. That bumps Leary back to 4th.
Oh, Leary out of shape with Corner in the grass. Will they save it? Corner's got a full head of steam and comes back across the racetrack, and I think everybody missed him, I think.
The car that is on the outside, and that, of course, is Corey DiMatteo. DiMatteo takes over the lead, bumps Rocco back to 2nd. The pride of Italy is coming forward. Marcello Rafano.
Todd Owen out of shape, mid-pack, spins to the infield, is okay, recovers the car. Will stay green with a new leader, Corey DiMatteo.
Red and white, number 7 against, trouble. Down the back straightaway, Rocco's car goes spinning like a top, and the caution flag comes out on lap number 27.
Marcello Rafano applying the pressure. He'll have one final shot in turn 3.
He makes his magic known, goes to the upper side, then to the low side. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Corey DiMatteo to take down the victory.
We've had a rough couple weeks. Last week got wrecked in the heat race, and we bounced back. And I heard for like 3 weeks in a row how badly we were struggling, and it's like nothing we can do about it.
Green is out, we are underway. The outside lane gets the jump of Tyler Leary.
So Leary leads the charge down into turn number 1. Now Keith Rocco powers his way, his patented move into turns 3 and 4. New leader, it's Kid Rock, Keith Rocco.
Kopchik in a battle for position with Jimmy Blewett. Battle for the lead off of turn 4. Here's Bello to the inside.
Can Bello make the move stick in turn number 1? Keith Rocco to the outside. It is Bello getting in trouble for the 1 as he drops through the field. Back at the front, they are still side by side. New leader is Anthony Bello over Keith Rocco.
Had a peek to the bottom on the race leader of Bello. Coming to 6 to go.
And Owen tried once again to go to the outside, but will go back to the front. Here comes Keith Rocco. Can he make the power move down low in his favorite spot? Turns 3 and 4. New leader by half a car length. Final lap. Keith Rocco looking to pick up win number 1 in 2023.
Into turn number 1 they go. Blewett will have one more shot up the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Keith Rocco, the race leader. Blewett in 2nd. Bello in 3rd. Owen in 4th. Slides up the racetrack. There's Bello, as does Rocco off turn 4. Side by side to the flag. It's Keith Rocco claiming his first win of the season in the SK Modifieds.
Jimmy's good to race with. Me and him had a respect thing since probably early 2000s at Thompson. I knew he wouldn't pump me for the win. He definitely could have, but I thank Jimmy for running us clean.
It's one of the biggest days of the year with SRX in town for the 3rd time in the last 3 years. But the Premier Division is also here. The SK Modified's got a 40-lap points race coming up very shortly.
The pole sitter has fallen outside of the top 5. Trouble, turn 1. 3 cars hard into the outside wall.
Stephen Kopchik, David Aruth, and RJ Markov. And a battle for the lead. Anthony Bello moves to the inside of Michael Jarvis Jr. Can he get the top spot off of 4? He has the advantage. He's not quite clear. He leads the lap. Bello to the front on lap 9. And he's staying down there. Will he drive it deep into 3? Yes, he will.
Side by side for the race lead off of turn number 4. Mikey Flynn to the bottom of the speedway. To the point, looking for his first SK win here at Stafford. has had such a good run over the last couple of weeks. Out front now, but a lot of pressure from behind. Here comes Bello back to the bottom.
Yes, Bello in the 51 is not quitting yet. He moves to the inside of Flynn. Once again, they're side by side for the lead. This is the SK Modifieds at their finest. Nerf bar to Nerf bar, inches apart. It's Bello with the advantage by half a car lane.
Back and forth battle, and here comes Jimmy Blewett. Big shove from Todd Owen into turn number 3. Bello with the big shove from Blewett going into 1.
And now Blewett goes to the inside of Bello for the lead. What a move by Jimmy Blewett. They're side by side off of 2. Nerf bar to Nerf bar. Can Blewett complete the pass? He drives it into 3. Slides up half a lane. Showtime. Jimmy Blewett takes the top spot.
Bello stepping out of line into turn 3 on Jimmy Blewett. New race leader Anthony Bello back to the point. Halfway home, 20 down, 20 to go.
Blewet's gonna go for the crossover, and he gets to the inside of Bello. And then they bang Nerf bars in turn 1. Blewett ran Bello up the track and takes the lead back. Here comes Rocco for second spot.
Second, third, fourth, and fifth, all stacked up behind Blewett. Sandberg had a shake further back. We stay green. New leader in turn 3. Keith Rocco to the bottom of the racetrack into the top spot.
He made that look easy as they get sideways off of 4 between Blewett and Flynn. Blewett had to lock the brakes up to stay straight. He does so and falls all the way back to 4th.
Jimmy Blewett in that John Blewett Inc. number 95 car slides up the racetrack and now gets tagged by Mike Christopher Jr. Blewett, half spin, goes to the infield, but that's huge when looking at the championship standings. That is the current point leader here at the racetrack.
Back-to-back victories and 80 career wins at Stafford. Keith Rocco takes down the SK Modified win.
You know, Mike's one heck of a crew chief, and he had a hard few years, but we're back, and this thing is freaking awesome.
The fastest division of the night, about to fire them up and light them up as they come out turn number 4. Trouble now, the car on the inside of the front row has a problem.
And Jimmy Blewett spins through the infield in the checkup, comes to a stop just shy of the Jersey barrier as the green flag comes out, tries to close the hole on Jarvis, but Jarvis is going to push her in there. They get together, there's trouble from the back. RJ Marcotte, Todd Owen, and Mike Christopher Jr. all crash in turn 3. I don't know how much damage Owen got. He gets going, but that's our point leader.
It's steaming right now out of the front of the number 22 of Keith Rocco.
Oh, wow.
So as you can probably see it billowing up out of the front of the car.
There's Todd Owen.
Yeah, Owen is stopped in turn 3.
Terrible situation. Todd Owen's having a night he'd like to forget.
Yeah.
With car number 81. Di Matteo, car number 11. Right up with the big dogs up front in the course of the competition here.
Kopech put the block on Marcello Refrano in the battle for the lead, and we got more trouble further back. John Sandberg gets sideways off of 4, but keeps going, so we stay under green. Contact in turn 1, they're 3 wide up front, and here's Marcello Refrano up the gut into the lead.
He's been close so many occasions. The pride of Italy, Marcello Refrano, will take down the win.
Welcome, race fans, to Stafford Speedway as we open the month of August with the biggest race of the year for the SK Modifieds. It's the Napa Auto Parts SK 5K.
Battle for the lead. Corner jams it to the inside in turn 3. Noah Corner goes to the front of the field for the first time in this race. The time of the black flag after running second earlier in this race before the issue with that car. One car shuts off here on the front stretch, and we have a couple in the outside wall.
And one came in really late.
Flannery and then Talman go side by side for 4th to turn number 3. And it's going to be Refrano to 3rd to 2nd and maybe to the race lead as they come off turn 4.
Boy, he rode that bottom in turns 3 and 4 real nicely, and he's going to go 3rd to 1st, possibly. Corner's not giving up on the outside. They're still side by side off of 2. Refrano on the inside, Corner up top.
Corey Di Matteo beginning to make some noise further back as the race for the lead is still side by side. Second time through turn number 4. The set coming to life and making some noise in top 10.
Oh!
Leaders get together in turn 1. They somehow saved it. Battle for the lead off turn 2. Corner has the good look to the inside off of the corner. Nose to nose up the backstretch into 3. Corner the preferred line. Corner to the front of the field again, but for how long?
7 laps to go. And it's less than a straightaway until that line of lap traffic, as you mentioned, Kyle. About 7 cars.
Oh, one car goes around. David Arute had an incident over in the corner with Morgan, and Morgan will spin.
But corner blocked the bottom lane going into turn 1. Owen is right there and looks to the inside down the backstretch.
Here comes Todd Owen with a run off of turn number 2, has the line on the inside. Car number 81, Todd Owen, to the front of the field with 5 laps to go.
The winless drought is going to come to an end. Win number 1 in 2023 and win number 1 in the Napa Auto Parts SK 5K for Todd Owen.
Awesome. I had finished second to that race a lot of times. So to able to get that one off the list, and obviously those are marquee events that everybody wants to have on their resume. So it was an awesome race that Stafford puts on with Napa, and just happy to be the guy who got to wear that cool chain.
Green flag is out. We are underway, and it is David Arute to lead the field to turn number 1 for the first time.
Arute got a great jump on the start. The bottom lane checks up hard, but Arute has enough bite to clear Kopech for the lead, but Kopech's not done yet.
Kopech to the inside of Arute for the top spot off of turn number 4. They go side by side for the race lead, and at the stripe, new leader Dylan Kopech becomes the second different leader of the event as they go to turn 1, but it wasn't by much. Less than a half car length, a full car length now into 3.
Arute files in line behind Kopech going into turn 3, so David falls back to second. Julio is third. How about Anthony Flannery on the outside of Blewett trying to take the 4th position?
Jimmy Blewett to the inside in car number 85. Flannery top side, battle for the lead is again side by side at the front of the field. Here's David Arute, good head of steam off of turn number 2, and is able to pull up alongside Dylan Kopech and is able to get back to the front of the field.
A dominating run for car number 75. David Arute sees the double checkers. David Arute gets his first win of the 2023 season.
Back in victory lane again. Thanks for the fans for coming out. I hope you enjoyed a good show. I mean, we kind of had him covered there. Dylan put up a heck of a run there on that restart. I think he might have been on me towards the end.
Let's go! Much better start this time. And Mikey Flynn digging in hard in the upper lane. As Tyler Hines on the bottom. Here comes JP.
Flannery feels like that car's been good all year. They just needed the luck. Oh, Rocco
trouble.
hits the wall. Hines gets hammered from behind by Kopech, and then Refrano rides on top of Blewett in the 85.
A chain reaction event down the back straightaway.
And the red flag comes out immediately.
Here comes the number 11 car. Corey DiMatteo sinks it in at a ton. Jonathan Julio digging in hard in the outside lane. And we've got a brand new leader by inches off turn number 2. Julio has to settle back in for second. The Hummel's hot dog machine for Eddie Flemke, John Hummel, and Corey DiMatteo into the winner's circle. Double greens are waving in the air in the outside lane. It looks like Mikey Flynn had advantage, but it's short-lived because off the turn, here comes Tyler Hines out in front.
And they are tight. Here comes Flannery, had a run to the inside of Christopher. Here's Marcotte with a run on race leader Tyler Hines into turn 3. Gets great bite to the inside, but is it enough? Hines has that high side momentum and takes the top spot back into turn 1.
It is RJ Marcotte, first time at the front of the field in this feature event.
Looking for career win number 1 here in the SK Modifieds for RJ Marcotte. Has led a majority of this event. Leads up the back straightaway for the final time, looking for the checkered flag off turn 4.
He comes off turn number 4. RJ Marcotte has done it. He will win here at Stafford in the SK Modified division.
I mean, 9 races into the season, we found out the rear end's been bent all year. Ever since then, we've been getting it week by week, and we're finally here. The car was on absolute rails from out of the box. I can't thank my crew enough.
Green is up and we are underway.
We sure are, and Mikey Flynn shows it's no fluke that he is the leader, but just as I say that, all of a sudden, it suddenly all changes to the outside lane. Talbot quickly inherits the lead, moves to the top of the class.
Battle for the lead. Flannery stepping out of line on Talbot into turn number 1. Great run into the corner. Flannery pulls up alongside and is trying to take that top spot away and does so with a bit of a push from Marcello Rafano in third.
And here is Keith Rocco. And with him comes Todd Owen. 5 cars under the old magical blanket as they work their way down the back straightaway. Anthony Flannery becomes a brand new leader. Challenging, here comes Marcello Rafano. The pride of Italy, about to move in. Position number 1 is car number 88.
Great racing among the top 5 in the front of the field. Marcello Rafano, the third different leader in as many laps. Top 2 breakaway, Marcello Rafano and Todd Owen, 1 and 2. Flannery not too far back. And
trouble now.
Spin, and come across the racetrack on the front straightaway. And just gets clipped by Brucker, and the 63 had nowhere to go. Caution comes out again. Green flag back out this time around, and it's going to be Rafano not coming up to speed as much as Owen does, leading him into turn number 1.
Todd Owen becomes a brand new leader. And right behind him, challenging on the outside, here comes Keith Rocco. Todd Owen has done it, back in winning form here at Stafford to expand his lead.
He's got to finish 9th or better or finish within 8 positions behind Corey DiMatteo, who is 2nd in points. That's why he's in a good spot to get his 3rd straight SK Modified title, which no one has ever done before.
They come off turn number 4. They get him fired up, and Mikey Flynn, car number 24, moves quickly to the front of the class.
Christopher is trying to build a run in that outside lane. Up the back straightaway, had a peek to the inside a lap ago on the 24, and here he comes into turn number 3 on race leader Mikey Flynn.
Mikey Flynn digging in hard in the upper groove. Remember, both of these drivers started their career in Legends Racing, and now our 2nd leader of the event becomes Mike Christopher. Meanwhile, where is Todd Owen? Still back in the 13th position.
Here comes Flynn back to the inside. This one's not over yet. Christopher able to lead last time by. He'll lead this time by, but not by much. Less than a half a car length with Flynn digging hard on the bottom.
There's no question as they work their magic and down the back straightaway. Here comes Mikey Flynn. He isn't about to give up in his quest. Off the turn, back down to the line.
Chapman a bit out of shape further back. Here comes Keith Rocco to the inside. That is for the 7th spot. Rocco to 17. Matteo contact with Chapman over in turn number 2. Right front of that car. Got up in the air just a moment for car 11.
Another car that is making its presence in the top 10 or close to it is Marcello Rafano. Remember the story for him in the qualifying earlier. Mechanical problem back up front.
Battle
Here
for the
we go
lead.
again. Mikey Flynn trying to work some magic in the outside. Troy Talman waiting in the 3rd spot. Flynn taps on the back bumper.
Trouble off turn 4. One car spins to the infield. Half spin for Eric
That's
Burns.
Eric Byrne in the JJ prepared car. Deep into turn number 3. Here's the pin again. Mikey Flynn. They come together like 2 cymbals in an orchestra, clinging and clanging, but the brand new leader emerges for the 2nd time tonight, Mikey Flynn, but not for long. And also coming to the front of the class, it is Michael Jervis, black number 33 car to the inside of row number 2.
4th time by side for the race lead. Flynn and Christopher nose to nose. Talman a bit out of shape behind them. He will fall outside of the top 5 in car number 3. Here's Christopher, bottom shot, back to the inside in turn number 3, looking to retake the race lead to complete lap number 16.
At the stripe, it is Michael Christopher. He continues to lead the parade to the bottom of turn number 2. Off the turn, Mikey Flynn reels it back in. Off turn number 4, Michael Christopher Jr. will take down the victory.
Todd Owen in 10th, so his top 10 run continues. And unofficially, it looks like we'll clinch that 3rd consecutive title here tonight.
Humbling, I guess. You know, it's just something that you never ever in your life think it's going to even have a possibility to have won. And this run I'm on, I don't even understand it. It's not only myself, it's these bunch of guys, all my supporters that do it with me.
The highest paying per lap per mile event of 2023 for the SK Modifieds is about to go green.
TC13 is underway. 13 cars, 13 laps are underway with $7,000 on the line. And it is Rocco to lead the field up the back straightaway for the first time.
Jervis continues to dig hard on the outside. Keith Rocco puts the Michael O'Sullivan, number 78, to the front of the class.
You make it the top 5 with Marcotte there in the 5.
Marcotte came out of nowhere. He's up to contend. Here comes Jervis on the inside. Car number 33, a car that Keith Rocco prepared for Michael Jervis. Now moves to the inside. Michael Jervis is about to take over the lead. Here comes Michael Christopher. Rocco, high, wide, and handsome on the outside lane.
Mikey Flynn, best seat in the house, running 4th right now, already halfway home, completing lap number 7 of 13. This time by Michael Jarvis goes to the front of the field over Keith Rocco in 2nd, Christopher in 3rd, Flynn in 4th.
And it is R.J. Marcotte who's now broken into the top 5. Here comes Keith Rocco, the patented move that Ted Christopher taught Keith Rocco has now put him back in command. Dan Avery's race car is back at the front of the field.
Into turn number 3, Rocco leads, and now one car breaks out. It's Flynn into the outside wall.
Flynn goes to the outside wall, and this is going to change everything in this event.
Fanning out 2 and 3 wide mid-pack. Everybody's okay. Back to the corner. Final time off of turn 2. Keith Rocco looking for his 2nd win of the event. Michael Jarvis looking for his 1st.
Off the turn, the John Gee Poulin tribute car for Michael O'Sullivan and Sons and Dan Avery. Keith Rocco has won his 2nd TC event here at Stafford.
I learned a lot working with the King and watching the King and being a part of what they did for years. But man, to win this race in the vintage 78, can't say enough for Gene and Bridget for everything they did over the years.
The double greens are flying, evenly matched to the bottom. All of a sudden, Marcotte's car does not come up to speed. He drops to the tail end of the field, but back up front. Heavy action heading at the front of the field. Once was contending in the top 5, now he's struggling in the bottom of the top 10. David Arute now took a peek to the inside, didn't want to go there.
Battle for the lead off turn number 4. Here comes Fling to the inside of Talman for the top spot, just in front of David Arute, who tucks that car to the inside just behind Flynn as they are still nose to nose for the top spot up the back straightaway.
3rd different leader of the event. It was short-lived, but let's see what's going to happen. 1 turn left as they come off the turn and rumble back to the line. Here it is, brand new leader emerges, Mikey Flynn. He manhandled the automobile car number 81, put it back in the line, back up front. Kyle, we've got a bid for the lead. This will be the 5th different leader of the event.
As he gets back to the line, David Arute to the front of the field and to the head of the class, looking for his 2nd win of this 2023 season. Seemingly, he always comes on strong late in the season, looking for a victory here, but Mikey Flynn says not so fast. Bottom shot, back to the inside. Flynn to retake the race lead. One driver having a good run in his first start of the season in an SK Modified. Andrew Moeller among the top 10 right now, challenging Keith Rocco for the 6th spot. Moeller in car number 35.
For the lead. Down in turn 1, they come together. Todd Owen continues to maintain the lead, but Mikey Flynn is up the racetrack. Green flag is out. Look at Keith Rocco. He forces David Arute down almost on the grass. Rocco knows that he's got a race car that on the restarts, it is able to run strong for about 3 laps. Here comes David Arute. Bottom shot move off turn number 4. White flag is out, 1 lap to go.
And that's the bid for 2nd on Mike Christopher Jr., who tried to move Owen up the speedway in turn 3. It did not work. Todd is able to pull away. Trouble further back in the field as the leaders race into turn 3 for the final time. Todd Owen looking for the checkered flag and put a cap on his 3rd championship season.
Todd Owen has done it again, winning here at Stafford. He'll take down the win.
This season's a dream come true. I can't even believe that I'm standing where I'm at. You know, from where we were 10 years ago to where I'm at now, just what an incredible situation we're in. I got some awesome guys behind me.
Crazy, right? I mean, everybody meshes well together, and especially in the shop. I mean, it's just not one team. It's David Root's team, and it's Anthony Flannery, and it's all the SK Light guys that we help, and it's this whole Chassis Pro group that we all kind of work together as a family. So I think it means a lot for everybody. It's kind of like a drug, right? Once you get one, you want another one, and once you get another one, you want, so it's the feeling is just something that you definitely can't replace with much.
To constantly progress is always a good thing, because it easily could have finished third this year had something broke, or fourth. So a lot of luck comes into it, but no, very happy that we keep getting better, me personally and as a team.
It's tough, DNFs kill you, and we had quite a few, but we strung together some good finishes at the end, and when we were running, we were always consistently in the top 10. So hopefully next year we can kind of aim for top 3s a lot more.
I would have liked third, but I mean, we had a great year. There's no reason to really look back on it and think about that, what we could have done. We did well for us, for sure.
It was awesome. I actually think Todd was smiling harder finding out I got to 5th in points than he was when he clinched his 3rd title. It was really cool to see how happy he was and how happy the team was to see one of our cars perform as good as it did.
You just got to go into it with the expectations every week of just trying to get your top 10s, and that's what I've done for a long time. I don't know if there's anything that we're gonna try to improve on or change, and we're just gonna keep doing what we've been doing.